I've done something I don't normally do. I've only tried it once before, which is magnet fishing, because I hate fishing because you sit there for 3 hours on your ass and fuck all happens basically. So magnet fishing, at least I could find a flintlock pistol from 1755. That ain't gonna happen, but I could find something valuable. But unfortunately, I've just slipped and slided all the way along here, which is completely flooded. The river isn't normally this high, so the genius that I am has chosen to pick the most flooded area. But that is good because more stuff is going to wash down. So I'm going to give it a go. I don't really know how I'm going to do this because I'm going to try setting up the camera on a tripod, and then I'm going to chuck in my reel and reel it in. And well, see how it goes really. There's not much option to it, so while I try and set up the camera and fart around and find the best position, I'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, one other thing. So I did want to do the ghetto video on Monday 26th, but one, it started snowing, the weather was shit, it was freezing cold. I just didn't feel up to it because you need to understand, as a bloke, you are very likely to get a punch in the face by a Somalian. Now I've been attacked by Somalians, I've been attacked by Africans, I've been attacked by Indians, I've been attacked by Muslims. I've held my own against them all. I mean, yeah, I lost some of them. You know what I mean? You can't win every fight. You got to kick in on some of them. But Northampton is becoming tent city. When I went back to my flat the other day, there's now tents outside my flat. There's fucking homeless people sitting in my car park who I questioned, do you live here, bruv? And he was like, my cousin does. Like, alright, yeah, alright, so yeah. Got in and went off. And yeah, Northampton is just becoming a shithole. So this part of Northampton where my old dear lives is lovely. So it's a good place to do a bit of magnet fishing. So give me 1 second while I try and set up the best angle for throwing in some rope. I'm not sure whether it's better to hold the camera in one hand and yeet the cable, as it were, and then reel it back in, but it's quite hard to reel in with one hand, so I'm going to try and set it up on the tripod and see how that goes. So yeah, this isn't the normal sort of content I do, so if you're first time watching this, my name's Frosty1987, otherwise known as Frosty, but I don't normally make like fishing videos or anything like that, but I do archery, crossbow shooting and magnet fishing. Sorry, I shouldn't keep swearing because YouTube is now neutered and you cannot swear, you cannot have fun, and you can't make jokes of the Jews apparently, which is my bread and butter. No, I'm joking. I love the small hat people, they're amazing. Right, okay, let's try that again. Alright, because I've got my mic clipped on, I'm not really sure. Rightio then. Let's see if, right. So, let's see if we can actually, find anything. Start with a small one. Oh no, I've got it stuck to the fence. Oh no! That's a fucking great start. This magnet is extremely powerful. Right, let's try that again, but with a bit more oomph. We found some seaweed though. Just make sure the camera's looking at the right place. Sorry, I shouldn't keep swearing because YouTube is now neutered and you cannot swear, you cannot have fun, and you can't make jokes of the Jews apparently, which is my bread and butter. No, I'm joking. I love the small hat people, they're amazing. Right, okay, let's try that again. Alright, because I've got my mic clipped on, I'm not really sure. Let's try that again. Okay. Well, I'm going to have one more attempt at this, and then otherwise I'm going to try a different attempt. Let me check again where this is. Right, as you already couldn't tell, I am not a professional magnet fisherman, as it were. Now this thing weighs probably like fucking 20 kilograms, so alright, let's see what we got. Every time I fucking do that, the camera moves. Nothing. Right, okay, plan B. What I'm gonna do is, because I've got this little mic, if you can see it here, clipped onto my jacket, every time I try and move, the tripod is off balance. Mainly because I'm special needs. I'm not actually special needs, but I fucking should be. So I'm going to try holding the camera in one hand, launching, well, not launching the camera hopefully, because it's a fucking expensive camera, launching the cable, and we'll see how it goes from there. So I'll do a quick cut. When I get back, I'll edit some footage so this isn't a complete disaster. But yeah, I just wanted to chat about a few things and why I didn't do the Monday 26 thing, because weather was shit, freezing, icy, horrible, not a great environment. I will get around to doing it, and I will show you some of the darker sides of Northampton, because I've walked these streets a million times at night. I wouldn't advise it for a lone female, but I mean even a lone male, it's not it's not ideal. Without going into detail, especially not the stuff I haven't been convicted for, as it were. I've had a knife pulled on me. I once had a firearm pulled on me. That wasn't fun. I'm still here, so it didn't work out too well for the other guy. I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time. I'm not going to mention no names. And it was her fault why the firearm got pulled in the first place. But yeah, so I have been through the ringer. So if it looks like I'm not qualified to visit the ghetto, just because I speak like an English gentleman, as it were. I don't speak like a bad man, big man thing, no, because you sound like a retard. So I speak the Queen's English, or it would be the King's English, that old cunt now. But I'm going to try doing a different attempt. I'm going to stop waffling on. I'm going to cut the footage there. Right, plan 2. Can you see that? The camera is now in my left tit. So hopefully I can get some footage. Right, let's see. Right, here we go. Get some slack on there. 1, 2, 3, yeet! This camera is being a nightmare. Oh, look at that! More seaweed. We'll just get rid of that. Okay, right, let's try doing a really big one now. Right, okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's vibrating. Why is it vibrating? Okay, and nothing. Now this is the joys of fishing, I suppose. When you see these old men sitting in chairs, and they sit there for sort of 3 hours a day, and end up catching a bloody minnow. That is not my idea of fun. this is a bit more fun because I've done it again. I've done it again. Stuck it to the bloody. Right. Okay. Is that better? That's better. Right. Right. I'm only going to give this a few goes because I'm only down here for a little while because the river is rapidly rising and I don't want to make this a survival video. So. But yeah, I did make a 50p or under review because I do like doing the 50p or under reviews because they're quite funny to find what sort of jank you can find on Steam. And needless to say, this was so jank I didn't want to play it. And also the audio was dog shit, the game was dog shit, the graphics were dog shit. Everything was just awful about it. Right, let's fucking go again. This is, I may have to chip soon because the river is rising and I don't want to get swept away, and I have seen this river in very bad conditions. This bridge right here, I have seen this bridge underwater. When I was a kid, I once walked along this bridge while it was underwater and I had to hold on to the metal to actually get along it. So not the smartest idea. I also had a friend that nearly drowned at the waterfall. Right, 1, 2, 3. Come on, lockbox with 1,000 quid in there. I know you're in there. No! Oh my god. Now, if you're wondering why this video is turning out to a complete disaster, it's because I'm a complete disaster. So I'm going to do a couple more throws because I've probably got about 10 more minutes before this bridge completely overflows. Right, I'm going to do 2 more throws. Ready? 1. Right, let me see if I can get that on film there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we've got something. It's just, oh, it's gone. Whatever that was, it was gone. I felt that. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, fucking God. Right, so, yeah. Let me just turn the camera around quick. So, long story short, let me just make this a little bit longer there. Long story short, when I was magnet fishing, my magnet got stuck under the underside of the bridge, and these magnets are designed to weigh. These magnets are designed to lift sort of. Well, the one I've got I think is 65 kilograms. So what happened was it got stuck under the bridge, and I'm not going to be able to pull 65 kilograms from a flat surface of a magnet. It's just not going to happen. So also secondly, the river was rising. I need to stop saying like I'm some sort of special needs. So the river was rising. It was muddy as hell. So, God, the camera keeps going black. I don't know why it keeps doing that. The camera keeps going black. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'm still going to upload this because it's a complete disaster, but I had to knock on a nice lady's door and ask for I hope my microphone's working, otherwise there's going to be no sound on this and it's going to be a complete disaster. But yeah, the magnet got stuck underneath. Couldn't move it, couldn't do anything about it. Had to knock on the door to ask for a hammer because I can't physically lift a 60-kilogram magnet fishing from the bottom of a bridge, basically. Also, the river was rising, and I had probably had about 15 minutes to get out of there before the river was overtaking the bridge. So I picked the worst day to go magnet fishing. I thought I'd get up early and do a bit of magnet fishing, but alas, it was not to be. And like I said, the Monday 26th video where I was going to go around the ghetto, it was snowing, it was freezing cold, it was not great environment. So if I were to end up in a scrap, you've got no footing, and you're going to end up getting, you're going to end up slipping on the floor and getting shanked in the neck by a Somalian. So I didn't really fancy that. But I will do a bit of independent journalism at some point, because it is something I want to do. Not much money in it, put it that way, but it is something I'd like to do. So I just thought I'd have a quick chat on the way back. I'm now covered in mud, wet, not miserable actually, in a pretty chipper mood, to be honest. Very lovely lady, ended up having a chat with her. She didn't know what magnet fishing was, so I was explaining to her what it was. Probably bored the tits off of her. God damn it, my camera keeps going black. I don't know if it's doing that when I go to upload the video, but it's driving me nuts. It keeps going black. Oh God, rucksack. There we go, rucksack. So yeah, long story short, that was a disaster. Thought it was a good idea, but my ideas are rarely good. Oh yeah, I'll edit this so it's less of a mess, because it's a bit sort of jank all over the shop at the minute. The magnet fishing was a fucking disaster, so I'll try and do that when it's less flooded. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea to do while it was flooded, but I am going to do another 50p or under. The last 50p or under I did was a disaster. It was one of the worst things I've ever seen. Now don't get me wrong, when it's 50p or under, you kind of expect it to be, shit, because it's 50p. But the next one I want to do is 50p or under, and at least try and find a half decent game to do, because I had to just delete the footage. It was just pure embarrassment. It was fucking awful. So I'll do another 50p or under review soon. I'd like to do a little Dead Space video, probably chapter 5, that I'm working on, because I've done chapter 4, messed up chapter 3 because, well, it just stopped recording after 3 seconds for some reason, because that's just the way computers seem to work. They just do what they want them to do. And thanks for watching, thanks for listening. As you can clearly tell, I am not a vlogger, so yeah, we'll see you next time when I go magnet fishing. I'll try and get a bit more of a professional setup, because that was a flipping disaster.